Hey everybody, welcome to the Green Room. We are here on location tonight live with my special guest, Luz Ortiz, who's the owner of Box Beat Gym here in San Antonio. She's also the star of the Bravo's hit show Texicana, so I'm really excited to be here.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for hosting us. We are going to take a short break and we'll be right back to talk more with Luz. Hey everybody, welcome back. So we're here at the Box Beat. I'm talking to Luz Ortiz, who's the owner here. I love this facility. I've actually been here before. I do want to also explain to everybody, I'm pinch hitting, filling in for John Long, who couldn't be with us tonight. But tonight we're going to be talking about CBD and health and fitness. Luz, can you tell me a little bit about your background and how you came to open the Box Beat?
Well, I started boxing. It was just kind of somebody would told me, hey, you should try boxing. I was going through a difficult time in life.
Sure.
And I'm like, no. But I'm an athlete from a long time, always exercised, did all the sports that you can think of. And he said, you should try boxing. And I'm like, no, I just went to see Canelo. And I was like, what is that? It's the worst thing ever, worst sport ever.
Yes.
And so I was really going through a bad time, as I said. And I said, okay, let me try it.
Great.
If he says it's going to be good, right? And I just kind of fell in love at the first punch, like I always say.
At the first punch. Feels good.
And I fell so much in love with it that I wanted to share it with more people. And, you know, people, especially women, you hear boxing and they're scared of that word.
You think it's a men's sport.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And so here I am, 4 years already.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes.
That's a big milestone.
It is.
Yeah.
Surviving, like, blip, you know, barely because of all this
COVID.
But we're still here.
Good. I'm so glad.
We're still here. I mean, we were very close to closing our doors, but thank goodness.
Thank God. We so much want to support local businesses, especially, and all local businesses during the pandemic. But this is a great exercise. You know, fitness and health are just part of the whole wellness movement in this country, which of course we think CBD is a big part of. But exercise is such a critical portion.
Exactly. It's mind, body, and soul.
Yes,
It doesn't only help your body.
Absolutely.
You know, it helps your mind, your soul. You're like, people are like, oh, I didn't want to come, but then they leave and they're like, oh, I'm so glad I came.
Good.
So yeah, it's incredible.
This is exactly what people need during the pandemic because, for example, like I had taken a break from exercising. I used to be better at it and then I kind of got away from it. But when COVID dropped and they shut down and I was non-essential as a doctor, I didn't have anything to do and I got really depressed. And so what are my options? Like usually if I'm really depressed, I have to go on Lexapro, which I feel horrible. I mean, it has all kinds of negative side effects for me, but it makes me not want to walk into traffic. So I thought I can either start exercising regularly or go on this medicine that's going to have all these negative effects, especially on your sex life, you know. Yeah. So I thought that's fine, I'll start exercising. So when people, because all day long I see patients who are so anxious, stressed, they can't sleep.
And it kind of fluctuates to you.
Completely. But exercise is one of the very best things that you can do for your mind as well as for your body. Obviously, we don't want to gain the COVID-19 pounds, and you want to keep your spirits elevated in this what's been such a horrible, overwhelming, stressful year from so many fronts, from politics, from health, to the economy. Everything has just been this disaster. So I'm so happy that you have this great opportunity to share.
I love it. We're a big family here,
Awesome.
and I love seeing people's bodies transform and see how
I want to look like
they
you.
are.
Yeah. How many sessions do I have to come to get in this kind of shape, right? I'll sign up. Okay, fine, I'll come. I'll get off my bike and come do some strength training because really this is almost a perfect workout because the cardio is insane.
It's insane.
But the core.
Because it's all from the core.
Yes.
People think they throw a punch with, throw it with your body.
Yeah.
Have you seen a fat boxer?
No.
You know, or a boxer that's like super muscular, you know, aside from maybe, Mike Tyson.
Yeah, Tyson, a couple.
But everybody's, pretty lean because
Awesome.
you're all moving, but you're strong.
You're burning fat and you're building muscle, and the core is so important to so many aspects of our health.
Exactly.
Pain, back pain, posture, everything. So I think this is wonderful. And my daughter actually came and did some classes here. She came with Ginger's kids.
Yes.
During some of those sessions, and she's a little athlete, so I'll hear her upstairs punching on her.
We couldn't do this summer
I know.
I know.
Yeah. But everybody's here, so people are
Yes.
working out, and y'all are open. Can you
We're
tell me a
all-
little bit about the classes that you offer?
So we're 80% fitness boxing.
Cool.
So we use boxing as part of the fitness. And we're 20% amateur,
Great.
real boxers or people who want to learn more about the technique, which is what we have right
Cool.
now.
Awesome.
So it's more like of an open gym. People get
Nice.
to spar, or if they want to fight in the future, amateur, they get
Awesome.
prepared here.
Awesome.
So it's, we want to offer, and then we have kids classes as well. So we want to offer everybody. This is for everybody.
All
There's
ages.
no age.
Women, men.
women, men, children.
Good.
We do not discriminate
Good.
anything.
And you've got boxing classes. Do you have like core classes or cardio classes?
Yeah, some are more focused on HIIT. Some
Good.
are
Yeah, I love HIIT
on
training.
on just the bag,
Yeah.
on just actual learning more of the technique.
Great.
And again, this is more like an open gym where you can do more of the technique.
Great.
Yeah.
So fun.
So it's great. I mean, all our classes are online, so
Yeah.
you can look it up and see all the
Awesome.
times and everything. that's
Awesome.
there.
So we are going to support you and your fabulous business, and hopefully we'll all come out looking fitter and more like loose. So you are very inspiring here, honey.
Oh, thank you.
I was supposed to remind everybody about last weekend. We were at Bernie Market Days with H-Empirical, and we met some fantastic people. We got to touch some lives. We got to share our products. So we're going to be having another Bernie Market Days event next weekend, or next month rather, not next weekend, but in December. And so it's a lot of fun. They've got tons of vendors selling holiday things and food snacks and all kinds of local businesses that we want to support also. But it's an opportunity for us to see patients or clients and answer questions that people may have about CBD, because it's still somewhat controversial and people just don't know that much about it. So we love sharing it and then having new patients or clients learn about it and kind of adopt it into their fitness regimens and experience the benefits that it can offer. So we were at Bernie Market Days last weekend. We wanted to also kind of highlight one of the health conditions. November is an awareness month for several health conditions, and one of them is epilepsy. And epilepsy is a debilitating neurological disorder. It affects about 3 million Americans, and it's uncoordinated abnormal brain activity that causes uncoordinated movements that can't be controlled. And it really is debilitating. People who suffer from epilepsy usually get put on lots of drugs with a ton of side effects. They can be really sedating. And CBD, one of the cannabis medicine derivatives, is called Epidiolex. So that's a medication that kind of just like made it unequivocal, no question, that cannabis is medicine. So for people who don't believe or know about its therapeutic benefits, Epidiolex is one of the success stories. It's a CBD-only product that is showing extraordinary results, especially for children who experience conditions where they have like hundreds of seizures a day, Lennox-Gastaut and Dravet syndrome. So just incredible benefits from this plant. And I think that you've started trying some of our CBD products lately.
Well, and before I tell them my story and my experience with CBD, is we also have a Parkinson's group here.
Oh,
And yes, every Wednesday. And I was asking them about how CBD works with
Yes,
Parkinson's.
yes.
And he said it was great.
Wonderful. Yes.
So I'm excited
That's
about
exciting.
that. It's a nonprofit organization, and
Beautiful.
through boxing,
I love that you're supporting that.
Yes.
Good. Do you guys have meetings?
Muhammad Ali.
Exactly. That's the
was-
big connection.
The big connection. He was
Yes.
very supportive of that, and
The
that's how
greatest.
kind of it just went that Parkinson's was.
It dovetails
Yes,
perfectly. I
yes.
love that you have a group and that you're kind of doing outreach and helping these patients,
Yes,
because that is
yes.
a just
and
heartbreaking
it's-
disease.
It's wonderful to see when they're. I mean, of course, it's sad to see when they come in and they're like talking,
Yes.
but when they leave,
Yes.
they're walking straighter.
Good for you.
Oh yeah, and it's beautiful.
Do you incorporate training with them?
Oh yeah.
That's
So
wonderful.
one of our coaches, he donates his time. We
Wonderful.
donate
The
the
gym.
gym once a week.
Good.
Once a week, and so it's just great.
I
Yeah.
love that. So Parkinson's disease is something that CBD and cannabis, THC as well, have got wonderful benefits for. Neurologic disorders in general tend to respond really well to CBD, kind of based on how it works at the level of the neurons and as a regulator. Another condition, like in sports, people get injuries, right? In boxing, in football, in any sport, there are injuries. And traumatic brain injuries from sports, from car accidents, CBD and THC medicine does extraordinary benefit in calming down the inflammation and decreasing something called hyperexcitability, a glutamate hyperexcitability, where lots of nerve cells get damaged and killed at the brain level. So CBD and cannabis are terrific for athletes for the decreasing inflammation.
And you know what? As athletes, what I was telling John and Mike Anthony the other day when they were here, I'm like, as athletes, we're always in pain.
Yes.
We're always in pain.
Yes.
Like, if it doesn't hurt, then it doesn't
That's
feel like
right.
you've done stuff.
Pain is weakness leaving your body. Yeah.
And so it's really like, the roll-on that I've used.
Good for you.
Yeah,
I love it.
It's great. It's great.
Good.
Great. Yeah.
It's very true. So I was thinking about this. All of the different conditions that athletes experience, right? Pain, inflammation, they're at risk for injuries. And so cannabis has a huge place, CBD has a huge place in helping to treat these in a more holistic way. I keep my roll-on in my purse, and I have this like a subscap thing that I like, will just roll it on. So I'm glad. Where's your injury? Can you share it with us?
I mean, I just everywhere.
Yeah.
When it's not here, it's here. It's always something.
Do you spar?
Look, I've sparred before.
Okay.
But there's only one rule.
Yes.
I can only hit.
Okay. I was gonna say you can't hit the face. Yeah.
No.
Good for you.
No.
Yeah.
I like more doing the sport.
Good.
I mean, and I do spar with my clients.
Yes.
But I put
all of it.
A vest, and they hit me.
Yeah. No
and
boob shots, no face shots, like none of it. Yeah. You got to protect our the money makers.
The money makers.
Exactly. Yeah. That is so awesome. But yeah, no, I definitely want to come back and try some classes here because it looks like fun. And I didn't know even that the children's programs will hopefully be open again.
Yeah, I just opened them up.
Good.
So
good.
We're trying again.
Good.
And it's not very many kids. We're trying to keep it small.
Yeah, which is
because
nice.
People are still concerned.
Right.
And,
Right.
So.
And we're being safe. I know we don't have our masks on, but I know y'all are taking all the precautions and screening patients.
Oh, yes.
We take the pandemic very seriously, and we're hearing every day about all the people that are affected, and we are all doing our part to support the economy and to be as safe as possible. And I believe, looking at the epidemiologic data, that lockdowns really haven't been effective at slowing the spread. They've shown that in Sweden and in other countries too. So I think we need to be a little bit more selective about what we restrict with respect to our activities.
Exactly.
Yeah. And so we want to encourage everybody to investigate, go onto the website, look at all of those things.
Yes, it's myboxbeat.com.
Excellent.
We'll remind you at the end and
what
share
are
all our social media
Yes,
and
we'll
stuff.
share all of our social media things. So have you tried any of our other CBD products?
So let me
Yes.
share my story on CBD. So pot for me, or THC, or whatever you want to call it, for me, as growing up, was like, the worst thing. As we say, más naco, like the ugliest, only the, only the bad people did it, right?
It was the worst one? It was worse than the others?
Yes. Yeah, well, it was just like, I don't know, like unclassy.
Okay, I get it. It's the cheap drug. Yeah,
exactly. And so it was not good.
Okay.
And then suddenly, it started like everybody doing it, and I was like, oh my God, what is up with pot?
All these low-life people.
And so one day I was like, oh, damn it. I've never tried drugs because I have a very addictive personality. And so if I start running, I want to do a marathon. If I like boxing, I want to buy a gym, So,
I love it.
I'm just
You're all in. Go big,
yes,
go
I'm
home.
all in,
Yeah.
all in.
Good.
So I've stayed away from the real bad stuff and try to, focus myself on the good stuff.
Good.
And just be addicted to the good stuff.
Good.
And so, but I said, okay, I'm going to try it. Everybody was like, oh, you should try it. So I try it. Oh my God, it was the worst thing.
You didn't like it. Good for you.
God. I got the worst panic attack. I was like dying.
That's
like,
the THC can
get
do that.
me off this shit.
Yeah.
I was like, no more. It's not for me.
Good.
So I'll just have a carajillo once
Exactly.
here and
Oh,
there.
yeah, coffee is a great drug.
Coffee is a good thing.
And then the 43.
And with liquor 43,
Yeah.
I'll just have that once in a while when I really need to relax.
Yes.
And I stay away from that.
Good.
So they come in, tell me about, CBD, and I was like, yeah. I don't know if I'm really gonna, interested in this. I had a bad experience, la
Sure.
la la, da da da. And he's like, just try it. And so they gave me all
He's
the
persuasive.
Yes. They gave me everything that I needed to try. Went home, put it there, and of course, I get a text. I get a text. Did you try it? I'm like, no. He's like, well, you really need to try it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh. So I do a lot of things aside from this. I'm
Yes.
also a real estate agent.
Awesome. I thought you were.
Yes,
Good.
Yes. And I also work for a hospice agency
Oh my
part-time.
God. How do you have time
I have
to do
5
all of
kids
that?
at home.
Oh my God.
Oh. So you would think that I get home and I'm like, but I can never sleep. I can never turn off that switch.
Yeah.
And so I tried melatonin way back.
Sure.
Another bad experience.
Wow.
I stayed like halfway.
Yeah.
Like
Paradoxical
yes.
response. Some people don't do well with the melatonin, and most people say it doesn't help them sleep. Which, yeah.
So I was like, I see on the little packet melatonin, right, with CBD. I'm like, oh my God, the 2 things that made me flip, right? So I was like, okay, but I was like, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna give it a shot.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I was like,
It's
the
great.
next day I'm like, where's the packet?
Right.
I need to
You
sleep.
woke up and you were like, oh my God, I slept for
I
6
slept
hours,
for
7
6
hours.
7.
Wonderful.
Woke up. I'm like, I didn't wake up in the middle of the
stuff.
night.
Yeah.
I don't go because I usually
To
wake
pee?
up.
Yeah.
Yes, to pee like 20 times, and
Yeah.
then I turn on my phone. And
Yeah.
because I can't sleep, and so that was
Good.
awesome.
That's exciting, right?
Yes,
Because
it
it's
is,
very
it is.
important to understand a little bit more from the science. It's the THC that causes the anxiety for people. And
Okay.
so they even tell patients, like, if people are smoking and they start to feel really anxious, the CBD cuts that. So you can kind of offset the anxiety component. But the combination of the CBD and the melatonin does a great job helping us get into deeper levels of sleep where we're getting repair and rest work, and our brains are they're never turned off. They're just not awake and alert. They're doing other things. But I love that product.
Yes.
And we have a new product coming out. I don't know if this is it, Mike Anthony, or not, but my favorite new product is a full spectrum gummy. So our gummies in the past were just an isolate, which means it only has CBD. There's none of the other cannabinoids. There's none of the THC, not the legal limit, just the CBD isolate, which is great, and it can do a lot for pain and for inflammation. But when you allow all the plant molecules to work together, you get a better response and fewer side effects and more safety. And our new 1,500 milligram, 50 milligram per gummy cube, full spectrum CBD gummy is just amazing with respect to the anxiety calming down effects. And right now, with everything ramping up and the COVID numbers going up, at the office, people are just completely stressed out to the max. Like you said, the pandemic, the economy, everything else is just making people a mess. And so I think this is a great thing for people to work into their routines, as opposed to starting on maybe an SSRI antidepressant or going on a benzodiazepine and having to take Klonopin every day and all the side effects from those. This is a really nice option for times of anxiety because you take it as needed. It's not impairing. It just takes the edge off, helps you calm down, and then no real side effects or anything. So tons and tons of applications, but I'm excited for you.
I was pleasantly surprised.
Good.
And I'm glad I tried it.
I love that you had an
Yes,
open mind
yes.
and were willing to try it again. So
Yes.
good. It's really great because a lot of people do still feel like it's a drug. It's, it's got a bad reputation.
I actually woke up like so happy, and that my boyfriend's like, okay, give me one of those. One of those that you took last night.
Good. Good.
Yeah, so he tried it.
You're
and he
sharing
did,
it with
yes,
everybody.
I was sharing.
That
I'm like,
is awesome.
only one.
Exactly.
Only
That's
one.
how I am. Everybody ate all of my gummies at the office after the first one that I passed out, so I've got to stock up again. Do we have any questions from the viewers, Mike Anthony? I know you're keeping an eye on all of that.
Stephanie Conscious saying great job, Dr. Cindy. We have
But
John
no questions.
Jr. saying great job, ladies. Wayne Lee saying very well said.
There's my friend.
Have some inbox message saying Will, one of our viewers, inbox message asking if you're going to provide CBD. Are you going to have CBD inside the gym?
know what else?
Well,
The muscle
we're
rubs are good
thinking
too.
about putting, selling it here
Great.
for all the athletes that,
Awesome.
you know, so
That suffer
we're
from
gonna
pain.
have to put it under key somewhere where we
Put inflow, exactly,
We have
exactly.
to find
Yeah, and it's
We
drool.
have to find a place because everybody's gonna love it. Yeah.
What?
Oh yeah,
Oh.
yes. So I'm giving away 2 5-class packages.
Exciting.
Exciting for 2 people.
Awesome.
So whoever, you know, at the
Mike
end of-
Anthony usually chooses. Oh, if you don't mind, like, comment, and share this video with your followers to help us spread the word about CBD and about the box beat. Yeah,
Yes,
and about the
yes.
giveaway, right? Come out. Yeah, you can meet Luce. You can work out with us.
And our social media mine is personal one is
Yes.
Luz Ortiz
Yes.
BXBT, like
Cool.
box beat.
Box beat.
And then my box beat
Awesome.
is the business one.
I just can't believe you can do all of these things. Have 5 kids, own the gym, run this, be a realtor, do the other stuff. Because the real estate is on fire too.
Yes, it
I don't
is.
know.
Oh, I do a little bit of everything.
Good, good.
I'm
Awesome.
selective.
Good for you. It's a
I'm
lot.
selective, yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
you need
yeah.
your sleep whenever you can get it.
Yes,
Good for
yes.
you. I'm kind of feeling like I need to do more. You're shaming me.
No.
You're in great shape. She has
And
3
then with
jobs.
your bicycling,
Yes.
I heard you were in biking.
Yeah.
With the pandemic, this is closed, so we took up the team here, started biking.
Good for you.
And then we're like, okay, well, running. Okay, well, swimming. And I tell you, I'm a little addicted.
Uh,
Now I
yeah.
want to do the Ironman.
Are
so-
you really?
Yeah. Well, we're gonna start with a half.
Oh my God.
But
Crazy.
yeah, talk
When
about
is it?
addictive personalities. So I was gonna do one in November.
Okay.
This November, but I had to move it
Yeah.
to next November because I had some health stuff that I went through.
I'm sorry.
Probably from
Yeah.
too much training.
Yeah.
You go all out. You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm doing it next year.
Good for you.
Doing it
Where
next
will
year.
it be? Which one?
Galveston.
Good for you.
Galveston.
And you can do a half Ironman,
Yes.
and that's 1.2 mile swim.
That's a 1.2 mile swim. It's 90-kilometer
Bike.
bike and 21 like half marathon.
Ugh, isn't that only? I thought a marathon was 26 miles,
Half a marathon.
so 13 miles.
13.1. Yes.
God, that
so
sounds
this week
awful.
I'm still training, and this week is a half Ironman.
I'm so impressed.
So today I went biking 56 miles.
Ugh, good for
And I was
you.
like, oh my god. But I need to put my game up, you know.
Good
Train,
for
train,
you.
train, train.
You are an animal. I'm so impressed. I'm so embarrassed. Like I
So
go through
that's
these
why-
little 5-mile bike rides.
That's why I need CBD.
You need your sleep, and you need to decrease your inflammation.
Yes.
You have Stephanie asking, is this more for pain or anxiety? You have her also asking, what's the health benefits do the gummies have? Natalia is saying she's so empowering.
So empowering. Yeah.
It's so true.
Yes, absolutely. So to Stephanie's question, the way CBD works in our body, it's like a regulatory. The endocannabinoid system is a regulatory system. So it will work on whatever system your body is in need of, right? If you're suffering from anxiety, then it will help to decrease those neurotransmitters and chemical signaling messengers that are making you feel anxious. If you have an autoimmune disease like I do, then it helps to modulate your immune system. But the beautiful part about it is that it appears to modulate the immune system without suppressing it. So too often people with autoimmune conditions get put on an immunosuppressant, which then leaves them susceptible to infections and viruses and other pathogens. And we don't really need that. We really need the immune system to just be balanced, for the overactive parts to be calmed down. So CBD is a great anti-inflammatory agent. It's a great antioxidant, which repairs damage that's happening at the level of our cells. So it sounds like snake oil, but it really isn't. It just knows how to work on the receptors in our body that it fits into. So if you have a variety of conditions, we can't promise you that it's going to help you, but I can't promise you that any other pharmaceutical thing that I would prescribe is going to help. We try it and we see. And if you get benefit, then we keep on it and keep working and adding to it. So it can help for a lot of different conditions. Any other questions that I didn't see?
I heard even for dogs,
Oh, I give it to
horses.
my dog. Yes, yes. Yeah, through the H-Empirical website. or you can come pick some up here at the box beat after you finish your workout.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
Yeah. John wanted us to remind everybody the next Bernie Market Days are going to be December 12th through 13th, that weekend. So by then it should be really nice and cool, not this cool in the morning and then hot in the afternoon business. And you can pick up some Christmas gifts. Maybe you can use CBD for all your stocking stuffers this year. I know I'll put in my ask for the 1500 milligram, 50 milligram per gummy pack, because that's my new favorite.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then there's also the hand sanitizer, right?
Yeah. So great stocking stuffers for everybody. Yeah, I throw them in my kids' backpack.
Because they were explaining that it has something.
Yes.
Since we put alcohol.
Yes, it's got an emollient base so that it's not drying. You know how when you put your hand sanitizer on, 5 minutes later they feel dry and tight. This one, your skin feels really soft and supple, so it's my favorite hand sanitizer product. And it'll last for about 2 hours, so obviously we need to reapply it liberally.
I tried that also.
Good.
It was really good.
Good. Awesome.
Yeah.
So
Have it in my
exciting.
Car.
Exactly. I
Whenever-
keep them everywhere. In the
Yes.
purse, in the car, in the children's bags. So tons of applications for CBD. So thank you all so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for hosting us. I think you're just so extraordinary. You're so fabulous and inspiring. And Mike Anthony has chosen our winner for tonight is Stephanie Sanchez. So you've got your 2 5-pack classes to come and train.
You and a friend, or
Bring
you
a friend.
and
Yeah, or you can bring me. Yeah.
boyfriend.
Fine,
whatever.
not me. Okay. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We'll see you in 2 more weeks, right? With our next episode of The Green Room. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.